offer themselves to the teammate who's carrying possession.
Stefanuto picked out by Grierson, cuts it back to Mackay. Reck with the header. Superb save there from Michael Utting. Fernando Reck, so close to the opening goal of the game. He is so strong in the air, the Brazilian. The delivery was inch perfect from Mackay. Instinctive, really. The header was going in. Utting spread himself, and that is top draw goalkeeping. He produced a wonder save against Parramatta last week to deny the Power a point, and he's kept his side in the game tonight with another fantastic stop. Almendra off the crossbar.
How about that, Michael? That appeared to come from nowhere. And Jason Kearton, the Brisbane goalkeeper, was anchored to his line. The beautiful touch with the chest, instinctive volley, and wow, that came out of nowhere. It nearly was 1-0 for the Kings.
4 in the wall, and it's Trajanovski who goes straight into that wall. And the Kings look as though they have survived. Onside, though, on this near side is Pilic. His shot on target. Utting again, a splendid stop.
Brilliant stuff from Michael Utting, and you've spoken about his personal problems. Well, it takes a degree of character to make a proclamation like that, and it's 2 brilliant saves. Pilic with a good first touch. He zeroes in on goal and gets a lot of lace on that effort, and Utting at full stretch again.
That is a fantastic stop from the goalkeeper. Reck. It's away from Jackson. Reck has the shot. A coat of paint, really, between Reck and the goal. One in the air by McLaren. Halagic asked to chase it. Does well to keep the ball in play. Trajanovski's offside. Atkinson guilty there of ball watching. Reck slides in. And at the far post, it was Jonathan Perry to the rescue for the Kings. Brisbane starting to apply the pressure.
Well, it's a very good technical header of the ball, man. He's got a fantastic vertical leap as well, which does assist him somewhat in that facet of the game, but the Kings' defence in the centre, awful.
Vlahos with a chance at the other end. Nata, he's buried it. The Kings absorb the pressure and they respond in style at the other end. Harry Nata, his 6th of the season, and somewhat of a stunned silence around Ballymore, because Brisbane have been on top for the last 5 to 10 minutes. The Kings on the counter draw first blood. Almendra involved, as always, in the build-up. Andy Vlahos as well. And Harry Nata puts the ball into the bottom corner. The Kings 1, lead the Strikers 0.
Beautiful turn from Vlahos, instinct from Harry Nata.
Well, at the other end, as we're watching that replay, Reck has gone down in the box. Utting is saying he dived, and the referee agrees with the goalkeeper. The card comes out.
They got caught out with a simple 1-2 there, and Peter Grierson, I believe it was attracted to the ball. He'd lost his man altogether. Pritchard in behind.
Mackay slides it past the keeper and just past the post. They've got no luck at all tonight, Brisbane. Well, the Strikers fans doing their best to motivate the team. Not a big crowd here at Ballymore, but they're doing well to provide some atmosphere. 2 or 3 Kings fans as well. Nata lays it off to Jackson. And Jacko goes for goal. Wide of the target. Well, Auckland, or the Kings I should say, now double teaming Fernando Reck in the air. They've started to realise what a threat he can be. Here's Leavitt. Pushing forward for the first time, miscued the shot. Here's Reck. And Fernando Reck. Well, he is so unlucky. Stefanuto breaking forward for the first time. Trajanovski! It just won't go in for the Strikers.
Oh, and it's brilliant stuff, and that is exactly what we like to see from Brisbane. More of Peter Grierson. Look at this beautiful touch on that pass. Absolutely perfect weight. The rampaging Stefanuto down the left-hand side. A perfect cross. And Traja, well, he was just a ½ millimetre off getting some good purchase on that header.
Should have been in the back of the net.
It should have been.
That one.
We like to think so.
There's Paul Erlovich. Off the mark last week against Parramatta. Vlahos. Here's Almendra. And a wasted opportunity there from the Chilean. He should have found the target, at least forced a save from the goalkeeper.
The only thing I can say in his viewpoint is that Andy Vlahos, who did very well to dispossess Grierson in midfield, perhaps could have put a little bit more weight on the ball. It was clutching at straws, though, in that sense.
Trajanovski in behind the Kings. Trajanovski, the save came from Utting. Once again, Utting standing tall. Trajanovski. Grierson, good interchange again from Brisbane. They do play some good football on the ground. Pilic, parried by Utting, no one following through. Di Gregorio was there in the nick of time. Alagic again. He is having a whale of a game in midfield, Richie Alagic. Trajanovski tries to help it on its way. Stefanuto looking for Rek. Miyazawa. Well, suck it into that one, really, Hiroshi Miyazawa. Trajanovski using his strength. Forced wide, keeps the ball in play. Stefanuto with an eternity to measure the cross. Dangerous ball. Brisbane are just butchering chance after chance. This time it was Richie Alagic.
It's an abattoir out there, Michael.
Well, the strikers, really, they could have had 4 or 5 or 6 here. Mackay. Again, they've backed off him. Rek. And Rek in late. He's already been booked, Rek. Trouble here for Brisbane. He's off. Fernando Rek will go. The second card. Out comes the red. Is that the turning point? Fernando Rek knew immediately what he'd done. And players now piling in from everywhere. Miyazawa involved. Matty Mackay, a very feisty character in the middle of things as well. The referee needs to calm it down. Rek is still out there. He has to make the long, lonely walk down the tunnel now, the Brazilian. Alagic, a huge test of character now for Brisbane. Here's Labert. Mackay. Well, Utting is unbeatable. Sometimes a goalkeeper produces a performance that is just beyond superlatives, really. Michael Utting, what a fantastic display of goalkeeping tonight. Almendra caught by the flag of the assistant referee. Brisbane in a hurry to take the free kick. Labert with a layoff for Mackay. It's 3 against 2. Labert in on goal, tries to chip the keeper. Utting is absolutely unbeatable. Wouldn't Ken Dugdale love a late contribution from Erlovich to just settle his nerves here. Taylor plays it in. Erlovich, first touch, plenty of time, cuts it back. Almendra with the volley, and Jason Kearton comes up with a top-class save to keep Brisbane in the contest.
Oh, didn't he? What a case of anything Michael Utting can do, Jason Kearton can do better. That was a great save. Almendra got a good volley.
So Nada now the holding role in midfield for the Kings. Erlovich on up front. Nada gets the layoff. Burton spreads it wide. Vlahos. And Kearton has got a touch. Almendra, surely that is the goal to decide the game. The Kings are going to go home with the points. Patricio Almendra buries the Brisbane strikers. And the Kings on top, the 2-goal cushion. And at last the Chilean delivers the goods in front of goal. Labert. Labert dives in. Unfortunately for Stephen Labert, there was no contact. And the Kings on the breakaway. Erlovich shapes for the shot, draws the keeper, and the keeper makes the stop. Here's Drake. Early ball in. Stefanuto and Rose trying to pick up the crumbs. And Utting. Well, Michael Utting.
Well, just to add to the vaudeville, Mike, why not in the dying stages? Fantastic.
You might hear something about that from Ken Dugdale when he goes into the dressing room. Hutting always looking to, I guess, bring the crowd into the game. The showman in him, and he's getting an absolute earful here from Ken Dugdale. And the referee, the whistle in the mouth. There can't be too much time remaining. A look at the watch from Angelo Nardi, and there is the full-time whistle here at Ballymore. So the Kings build on their solid start to the season. They're into the top 6 for the first time, at least for 24 hours. And the Brisbane Strikers drop their heads, unlucky for the home team, and a few unpleasantries being exchanged there. McLaren, the Brisbane skipper, showing his frustration. And the referee and a few officials just trying to separate the teams now. It's all over. The job is done. And the final score here at Ballymore is the Football Kings 2, the Brisbane Strikers 0.